Now before defining those three methods, there is one more thing that we need to do. We are going to show notifications to the user when our downloader is downloading file. Now we need a special permission in latest API. So we will declare that runtime permission in Android manifest file at the top. So that permission is uses permission post notifications, and we'll collapse its empty tag. And we will do one more thing. It is not mandatory, but I just found out. So we are using journey apps dot barcode scanner dot capture activity. So when you see their documentation, there is one section changing the orientation. To change the orientation, specify the orientation in your Android manifest file and let the manifest merger to update the activities definition. So you can unlock orientation of capture activity of our barcode scanner with the help of this code. So we will add this code in our manifest file. So open your manifest file, and in the activity tag after the metadata we will add that capture activity. So it will unlock the screen orientation of our barcode scanner. This is just extra thing, you may add that in order to unlock orientation. That's what I want to show. But now in this video we are focusing on post notifications. That is just extra. Our post notifications is the main functionality which we are going to develop in this video. So we will do one thing in our first activity. First of all, we will declare final activity result launcher of the type string post notifications is equal to register for activity result, and we will pass new activity result contracts dot request permission, and we will pass new activity result callback, and we will replace this with lambda. Now we will rename this result to is granted. Now if is granted is true, then in that case notification permission is granted. So we will show toast. So we need to add this show toast method. So open main activity and copy paste show toast method over here in the first activity, and at the top we will declare private toast is equal to null, and here instead of main activity dot this we will use first activity dot this, and we will call this show toast, and we will pass r dot string dot permission granted. In the else block we have no notification permission granted. So we will check if activity compat dot should show request permission rational, and we will pass first activity dot this as activity, and thereafter we want to check for post notifications permission. So we will use manifest dot permission dot post notification, and we will use that manifest not of our application. We will use manifest from Android dot permission dot post notifications, Now if that is the case, then user selected never ask again option. So we will show toast notifications off, notifications turned off, and we will extract string resource and we'll just pass resource ID to it. Else we will show toast r.string dot permission denied. Now we are ready with our launcher. Now we will define one more method, private void show notification permission prompt. Now this notification permission is for SDK integer versions which are greater than or equal to tiramisu. So in the try block we'll create if block and we'll check if build dot version dot SDK integer is greater than or equal to build dot version codes dot tiramisu, that is API level 33. Then only we'll check for context compact dot check self permission and we will pass first activity dot this as context, and we want to check for manifest from Android dot permission dot post notifications. Now if it is equal to not granted, that is if it is not equal to package manager dot permission granted, then in that case we'll check for activity compact dot should show permission rational, and we'll use first activity dot this, and we'll use manifest dot permission dot post notifications over here, and we'll search for should show permission rational in our full code, and from folder utility we will copy the whole alert dialog code, that is we want to explain to the user why we needed this permission. We will copy paste the whole code in first activities if block, and instead of context we will pass first activity dot this, then we will use first activity dot this dot get layout inflator dot inflate pop-up permissions needed, and we will pass main container over here. Then we will create one string resource why need notification permission, and we will define it as notification permission is needed to show download related notifications of downloader, and we will use that over here why need notification permission, and instead of this request permission we will call post notifications dot launch, and we'll use manifest from Android dot permission dot post notifications over here, and we will show our dialog after that. Now in the else part we'll directly launch our launcher post notifications, Now if there is any exception, then we will catch that and we will rename it to E and we'll show toast maybe notifications turned off, and we will extract string resource and we'll just pass resource id to show toast. Now we will define one more function in first activity, private void check optimizations, and it will take context and here we'll check for optimizations are on or not. So we'll create try block, and first of all we will check if db.isShow optimization, then only we need to show this optimization sheet if optimizations are on. So we will declare final context application context is equal to context dot get application context, and thereafter we will declare power manager, we will call it power manager is equal to application context dot get system service, and we want context dot power service and we will cast it to power manager. Then after this we will declare string name is equal to application context dot get package name, and we will declare boolean result is equal to power manager dot is ignoring battery optimizations, and we will pass that name, that is package name. Now if result is false, then we will call new optimization sheet dot show, because we want to show that optimization sheet if result is false, that is if it is not ignoring battery optimizations, then we want to show our optimization sheet to user, hence we called optimization sheet dot show, and we need to pass support fragment manager. So we will use first activity dot this dot get support fragment manager, and thereafter we will pass tag as optimizations sheet, so it will show that sheet to user. Else if it is ignoring battery optimizations, then we are fine. So in that we will call show notification permission prompt, and we'll check for notification permissions. Now in case if user selected do not show optimization, then in the else part we'll show notification permission prompt to user if user is on or above version tiramisu, because we need that post notification permission on or after version tiramisu of Android. Then we will catch exception and just ignore it. Now we are missing those three function definitions, and we will define those functions in the next video.